Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of The Boys Reaction. This is Road Live and my name is Matt. So, we're starting season 2 today. By the way, I just spent 25 minutes trying to get my hair to look decent for this recording because I had a haircut the other day. And this shit does not look like I want it to look, but we're gonna have to wait for like 1 or 2 weeks before it can look right. So this is the best I could come up with. So here we go. But yes, the struggle aside, hello, The Boys. So we're starting a new season, and last time in The Boys, what happened? Fucking Butcher got unmade. He got undone because it got revealed that Becca was still alive, and she had the child with Homelander, and she was raising it in secret from the both of them. Homelander murdered the shit out of Stillwell. What else? Deep is having a crisis. I kind of don't care for him. Huey and Starlight finally worked together a little bit. Starlight came to help them out because Bot is up to some bad shit, and she eventually ended up thinking, whatever, I'm going to do what I think is right. You know, just like everything in my life has been a lie. I'm being manipulated. Whatever. Fuck it. I'm just gonna do what I think is the right thing to do. So that was fantastic. And I did talk about last episode how I feel like it's almost like they're displaying a world that it's like fucked up. But even despite that, you have characters who are still able to remain kind and do the right thing despite it all. Like, it's almost like that's what they're trying to push, or maybe not even push, but like that's the way I see it. Because you can become a Billy Butcher, you know, or you can say, fuck you, I'm gonna go help my friends, like Huey did, and then Starlight joined in. And I think that that's very nice. But yeah, that's how the season ended. I said that I have no idea how they're gonna continue the show. I mean, it's not that the show ended, but it's like I don't know what direction the show is going to take. So we'll see this season what we're doing. But yeah, the boys group were fugitives. Starlight helped them break out. A-Train got a fucking heart attack, and I don't think he died. I think he got help. But the thing is that he saw Starlight like break them out or whatever, so I don't know what's gonna happen there. And I have no idea what's gonna happen with Homelander and Butcher. I mean, Homelander's just gonna continue to do his thing, I suppose. But Butcher, I don't know what's gonna happen with them. So yeah, that's it for the season 1 recap. Yeah, we should start season 2, and before we do, I should let everyone know, since this is the first episode of a new season and this is the way we've been doing it for a while now, you can watch full length for this episode as well. If you go to the description, there will be a link for the full length reaction for this episode, so you can watch it alongside me on real time. But yes, that's it. So check that out if you want. Otherwise, just settle for the highlights. So yeah, let's begin. The Boys, Season 2, Episode 1. Let's go. Is that Noir? They're all gonna die to Noir. Yeah. He's really good at slicing throats. Oh my god! Why do it like that? They're thinking about the superhero branding for him. Alright, Noir versus this guy. Burning truth! Oh. It is a good catchphrase though, I'll say. Yo. Oh, that was such a sick transition. I really like Noir.
Before he left, Translucent said to me,
some bullshit I'm about to make up. I bet you anything. I mean, yeah, it is empty because Translucent is in fucking chunks. That's so funny. Oh, you're gonna sing? She's a really good singer. I don't think the actress sang this. That's really Erin Moriarty singing Never Truly Vanished, Starlight hit single. Oh no, I'm Spotify. So it's actually her singing. Holy shit. She's really good. Thank you, X-Ray, for giving me information as I watch. Very interactive.
So did the PR people put you together? What's...
No, he's a nice guy.
He's an actor.
He's an actor who didn't lie to my face every day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah? Yeah, I got it. Ouch.
Get some sleep.
Sleep when I know you're safe.
Aw.
Think water's supposed to be fun. Try swimming in the Mariana Trench, you little fucking idiots. Yeah, not so fun now.
Oh my god, Deep.
Oh, it's dark, it's cold, and you're so alone.
Oh my fucking god.
You're so goddamn fucking alone.
Jesus.
Want a fresca? Thanks.
Alright. Maybe this guy is nice.
Please, my baby needs
Oh
a
my
mother.
god.
Shut your trap, you dumbat. Or else.
He's too much of an asshole to die.
He's too much of an asshole to that, that's great. Alright, anyway. Well, we're all fucked. Are you gonna drink that, motherfucker? I'm pretty sure that's her milk. Are you gonna drink that, motherfucker? Okay, he can heat it. So his beam, he can vary the intensity. Also, yes, he's gonna drink the fuck out of that. I want someone to walk in and be like, what are you doing? Why you gotta make it weird? Even weirder than it already is, bro. Why the tongue? Why is that so gross? And now he's gulping like an asshole. Holy shit. Oh, hey, she's back. Okay.
It's a blind spot, right?
A differently abled member of the Seven.
Is he blind? I'm wondering if he's blind because of the Compound B, though.
What happens if, I don't know, I do this?
I was thinking he would do something.
Useless fucking blind guy. This must be some kind of a joke. Ashley. What made you think I would ever allow a cripple into the Seven? For fuck's sakes, Ashley, don't look at him, look at me. Ashley!
He's fucked for life.
And
He is unbound,
talking points.
unchained.
Tell me everything that goes on the 99th floor, and I mean everything.
You are my spy.
In no fucking way do you decide who goes in the Seven. I decide. Do we have an understanding?
Yeah, sure. This is great because he would never pull that shit in season 1 because Madeline kept him in check. He brought Ashley back just to have Ashley on a leash. Oh, she's tracking this guy. By the way, fucking blind spot, that guy, he's fucked for life. I just want to point that out. I think he just ruptured his eardrums forever because of the amount of blood that was coming out. Like,
You a leg guy?
An arm, please, actually. 400.
so are they? I'm wondering what the fuck we're doing. Does he get?
Saw or chop or
Whatever floats your boat, Tiger.
Okay, so his superpower is instant regrowth of limbs or regeneration or some shit like that. So he makes money by getting people who get off on this shit do it. Okay, it hurts him a little bit, it seems.
Oh shit, thank you.
Oh yeah,
That was I'd keep the arm, right?
yeah, he regrows it.
Just keep it refrigerated. For an extra grand, I'll let you chop off my dick.
where's the closest ATM?
Oh my god!
Aide-le! Dès qu'elle est dedans, il a besoin d'aide!
Oh! What the fuck happened to him? Oh. And that just fell on his arm.
Soup.
They trafficked in the soup.
I feel like saving the world has a
What did he say?
It's saving America. Pull the trigger.
When he patted her in the back and she was like sleeping on a random couch ass up. So what's up with this guy? Is he nice or does he have ulterior motives?
Oh shit, you scared me.
That's just Carol. Good friend.
Carol, this is the D.
We're having a therapy session.
Fresca.
Again with the fresca. What are these things?
Rock bottom.
Deep.
Rock bottom.
You could not be more bottom.
Are you his therapist or something?
No. I sense something more.
Therapy's very destructive, actually.
Oh man, where are
You
we
could say I'm
going?
his teacher.
Where are we going? Where are we going? This sounds like it's gonna be interesting. Like we're recruiting deep into a cult or something. Bro just woke up. Like,
About your drinking, about your self-esteem issues. Really open up, D.
No, I don't have a drink.
yeah.
This is a safe space, D.
If you don't have any self-esteem issues, why are you constantly demeaning women?
That's a
Church of the Cult. Yes! Yes, we are recruiting deep into a cult. Let's go. This is the dumbest thing ever.
Boy. What boy? I do not understand. What boy?
She figured something out, but she can't communicate it. I'm not understanding either.
I want to get home to my wife and my kid. That's it. If I still can.
I can't be Lee Marvin. But I could be Harry Potter. Or, John Connor, or what's her name from the Hunger Games?
Katniss.
Sure.
Yeah, the point is, I could be that person that nobody thinks is awesome, but it turns out they're kind of fucking awesome.
Sure. This is stupid, but whatever.
Listen, we helped the CIA lady. She could help you maybe get back to your family.
I work in Vaught Tower at the labs on 67.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Because he has a shitty side job. We can blackmail him with that so he can get us Compound B.
Former teen star of Vought, Summertime Clubhouse, where he is an S&M hooker.
Mm-hmm.
As a side hustle.
Do you get the video where they chop off his stick, though? That's the real money right there. This guy. This random guy. I like that he doesn't say anything.
Saving America.
Here I go, you guys. Wish me luck. Oh, FYI,
Who's
not
this?
a real base.
You might recognize Army Boy as hotel clerk number
Hello?
2 from...
This fucking Instagram live stream. 2.25 thousand million people? Holy fuck.
Your eyes are really fucking blue up close.
She's very direct. She's fun. I like her.
I'm the new girl.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Are you a new member of the Seven?
Hi, I'm in the 7. Replacing Translucent. God bless his soul. Ink's barely
And she's
dry,
live streaming
but,
that. And that's live reactions too.
No, I don't think that it's not true. I don't know anything about this.
Mr. Edgar, the big guy?
Oh.
Wonderful. Great.
Can do nothing about that. Alright, just dropping a bomb randomly.
Yeah, you sound like Butcher. She's on our side.
No. But I'm saying this for her, kid. You're putting her in danger. Homelander finds out that she's been talking to you, she's fucked.
It's Vought. It's a fucking coup from the inside.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, your nose.
Something wrong with her.
Holy shit! Go on, get him! Go! Must be a powder.
Goodbye, Rainer.
Look, I have a daughter.
How do you think your shareholders would feel about that?
What's Mr. Erga's response? I want to see how this plays out. I'm curious about this character.
You are under a misconception that we are a superhero company. We are not. What we are, really, is a pharmaceutical company. And you are not our most valuable asset. That would be our confidential formula for Compound V, which you, man-child that you are, released into the wild. While you're preening at the Golden Globes, we're busy running around like maniacs trying to clean up the mess you made.
Whew.
I don't have to consult you about Stormfront or anything else.
He didn't take any shit. I like that. He called him a man-child, which he is. Oh, Mr. Erga's a pretty good character. This is Becca's house, right?
Come to see my son.
Yeah.
Someone was watching her. And the minute she said something she wasn't supposed to.
Somebody from Vought?
So my question is, was she being watched or was it like automatic?
Just take a beat. Let's figure out the best way to do this.
Why? What happened?
Nothing.
Explain.
Vought's just dangerous, that's all. I mean, you gotta be careful. I don't want you getting hurt.
I'm not gonna get.
Something happened.
If something happened, you know you can trust me. I know when you're not telling me the truth, Huey. I kind of lived with it every single day.
It's very clear. Just tell her what happened.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not.
Fucking. Fucking goddamn it. She doesn't trust that either. Whatever.
Whatever.
Exactly. Exactly. Henny can make her own decisions, man. Just tell her. He's not necessarily. Who's walking in? Oh, is it Miss Butcher?
Alright, easy does it, lads. Easy does it.
Let's go! I knew!
We got a suit terrorist. Rainer's blown a canister. And we're the most wanted cunts in the country. But don't you worry. Daddy's home.
Fucking damn it. Daddy's home. Okay, that is our beginning of season. And it did feel like I don't know what we're going to be doing as much as I thought it was going to be. Like, it really did feel like disjointed. Like, what are we doing now? So yeah, I'm assuming we're gonna start. Well, we can already start to see more or less what direction they want to take already. But like at the moment, it feels like no one knows what the fuck to do. Like the group is more dysfunctional than it's ever been, and it was already dysfunctional. Oh yeah, Rainer's fucking dead. Anyway, so it was weird because at the end of last season, like Homelander and Butcher are like together. The Starlight and Huey, like everything last season, like everything already came together and fell apart. So after that happened, I was wondering, where do we go? And the answer is, where do they go? They don't know. They're just trying to survive in the underground. Butcher's fucking missing, sure. Like Huey and Annie want to continue to meet up, but it's rough. like doesn't want them to meet up, and Huey is so paranoid, and he's paranoid over them being followed or anything. Hopefully it doesn't seem like, luckily it seems like they weren't, but it's still like dangerous. But the thing is that it seems that Huey and Starlight are kind of done, which kind of makes sense. They're not together anymore. In fact, Starlight might actually be started getting with someone else, another actor or whatever, and Huey is a little bit jealous and hurt over that. But the reality is that their relationship isn't really that real. So there's not a lot that he could say about it. He's just like, well, wow, okay, hurtful, but that's fine. But like it is true that Huey did lie to Starlight a lot, so it does make sense that Annie doesn't see him as that. But it is clear, and I do like this, it is clear that they do care about each other still. Like, they care about each other. They're not necessarily mean people. Like Annie worries about Huey. She's like, you look like shit. Please get some sleep. Huey is like, I don't want to get you into trouble. Like, he's really worried that she would be. And he is putting her in trouble by getting the Compound B stuff. But she wants to do good. So it's not like it's Huey that's putting her into danger. It's her own choice to be in danger. That's okay. Anyway, let's go back. So at the beginning of the episode, we just straight up get to see. So Mr. Edgar is working with, the CIA or whatever, the army or whatever it was there at the table with him. And they were talking about annihilating Nakiv or the captain or whatever, Captain Explosion. And we get to see him just die, just like straight up instantly just get fucked by Black Noir. It's funny because I was saying, like, I like Black Noir. Black Noir of all the superheroes is the one that I actually do like, because even if he's in a fucked up setting, Black Noir has like no ego because he doesn't have a character. He's just there, and whenever he's there, it's kind of fun. He's just either like a Terminator, he just kills people, or he wants to play the piano, or is just doing some shit in the background. I think we saw him on like a TV at some point, and he was just sitting there, just nodding. It's like it's such a fun character. It's such fun to have a character who just does nothing. I mean, he does stuff, but there's no character. That's really fun. So I do like that, and I do like that we got to see him just murder a bunch of people. Like he just, because that's the thing, is that he's not a good person. He's still a shit, but I don't hate him like I do with fucking Homelander or Deep or whatever, because they do fucked up shit. Noir just, he kills extras in the background and then he goes back and plays the piano, but he's not like smiling like proudfully or laughing at other people's misfortune, or just being vengeful or whatever. He's just there. He's like, Joe Noir, go and kill those people. And he's like, all right. He just goes there, and then comes back up, and he's like, all right, give me my pay. That's it. I kind of like that. So yeah, Nakiv is dead. Noir just fucking decapitated him, and then he walked into a kid holding his fucking head. For all we know, that kid could be Nakiv's son. So, and then the kid is like, what? And then he grabs a bunny, and then he walks away, and it's like, oh my fucking god, Noir. He's great. Anyway, we have Translucent's funeral, so now everybody knows about Translucent being dead. It's been 7 episodes since he died. Just now they're finding out. It's been a full season since then, but sure. Starlight, Annie is playing the role. You know, she's playing a role outside with a wig and everything, just smiling and saying cute shit in front of the cameras. Like now because season 1 she was struggling to do that. In this season, she just does it. But the thing is that she does it because she doesn't doubt herself anymore. She's like, all right, I know what kind of person I am. I know what I have to do. I know what's good. I know what's bad. And I know all of this shit is fucked up. But I'm just going to stay here and I'm going to pretend. Because like previous season, she was conflicted. This season, she's not conflicted anymore. But because she's not conflicted, she's able to just put on a fake smile and be like, whatever, I don't care. I'll just play the part. And then I'll backstab everybody if we can. So there we go. I like Starlight. I like Annie. She's great. Kimiko's getting better at communicating. I think she was like trying to like write. I don't know if it was writing or drawing, but I think she was trying to write, and that was cool. A-Train is in a coma or something, so he can't spill the beans on Annie yet. But at the end, but then we can say Annie saved him, so I don't know how that's gonna go. Deep, dude. Okay, this episode did the one thing that I actually that made me like Deep's storyline a lot more. Because okay, so it's not that I wasn't liking it before. I mean, I hate him as a person, but I do like that the storyline is just like fuck it. Because like, so in season 1, the whole Deep storyline is that it's almost like, all right, this guy has depression and he has self-esteem issues, and that's why he takes it out on others and tries to gain power by abusing others, such as Starlight. Fuck that guy, right? But the thing is that then it all comes crumbling apart for him, and that is satisfactory to see. I do like that, but I suppose I still am a little bit wary of the show being like, no, this guy is good. He will redeem himself. I mean, he can redeem himself. Like, I mean, I suppose he already suffered everything that he needed to suffer, but let's keep going. You know, we're not done kicking this guy while he's down. I don't mind that, and the show doesn't seem to mind that either, because when this guy showed up, I don't remember his name, the Archer dude showed up and bailed him out. I was like, okay, is he like super nice? And this is like the way they're gonna bring Deep back is by having go through like a nice storyline with nice people. And then I was like, or maybe he has ulterior motives. And then it kept going, and then we see the weird lady in the couch, And the dude was just crashed in a sofa, and then he was like, "Yo, thank you for let me crash here. Sorry about the bathroom." It's like, no, it's okay, man. She is, I don't remember what her fucking name was, Teresa or whatever. It's like, you can talk to her about what's wrong with you. And it's like, bro just woke up. He was just passed out on a couch. He woke up and he's suddenly in the middle of an intervention. And it's like, I don't know you people. Because he literally doesn't know any of them. It's like, why would I open up about me to you guys? And they're like, no, we're trying to help you. And like he says, are you his therapist or something? And she's like, no, I'm not a therapist. You know, therapy's actually bad for you. And I'm just like, oh, this is good. This is good. This is going to go badly. And then as it kept going, I think she said something like, I'm more like his teacher. I'm like, are you a cult? Are you going to try to rope deep into a cult? And then after he said that, they literally walk up to him and give him a book that says like the Church of whatever. It doesn't matter what the church or whatever the name there was. What it matters is that the fact that it is in fact a cult that they're trying to rope deep into. And I saw that, and I was just so happy. Fourth edition, Church of the Collective Destinations, the New Science of Soul Renewal. All right, there we go. We are roping fucking deep into a church. Church of the Collective Destinations. So, Science of Soul Renewal. Oh, I love this shit. I love this shit so much because I hate deep. Because it really feels like the show is not done kicking this guy while he's down. Because like he was out there just yelling at children, yelling at bars, being drunk as fuck, just like, they cut me out. It's like, why do you think water is scary? Just like drunk off his ass, just in jail, rock bottom. And then it's like, what's bottomer than rock bottom? A cult. So he's being roped into a cult. I love that. That's why I was so happy. I was just like, yes, they're throwing him into a cult. Oh man, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a lot of fun. This is one of those things where I don't even care about his like characterization. I just want to see Deep in a cult. That's what I want to see. Deep lose whatever the fuck makes him and just turn into a cult robot. And it's like, there we go. We're done dehumanizing and punishing him. Like, at that point, it's like, yeah, we're good. And then it's gonna suffer the cult punishment. Man, like, because, man, cults are fucked up. But, like, in this case, I hate this person, so fuck it. Show me him in a cult. And I also trust this show to make it funny. This show is funny. This show can be funny if they want to. Funny and fucked up. So I trust this show to throw Deep into a cult and make it really funny. And fucked up. But to me, it will be funny because I hate this guy. And then after that's over, we can make him a real person. After the cult storyline is over, we can make him a real person. I would be down with just the cult storyline for Deep. He doesn't even show up to like the main plot anymore. We just follow the cult storyline every now and then. Every like 6 scenes, we just see Deep in a cult, dressed in all white, just sitting and going, shoot a beep beep. Shoot a beep beep. Yes, I am gaining the spiritual points known as Rachel by giving you $10,000 a month in order to acquire more spiritual points to our Lord Guru Suzuki. I'm making a Yakuza reference, by the way. But also I'm saying random shit, which is what cults do. So it doesn't matter. That's how it works. Man, oh, that's funny. A cult storyline is funny for Deep. That's really funny. If it was like literally any other character, I would be like, oh, that's interesting. What are we going to do? Like, I would be like worried. I would be scared. I would be like, oh man, because cults are fucked up. But it's Deep. So I'm like, fuck it. Fuck it. Make it funny. Oh man, that's so good. I also think it's funny to myself, my reaction to what that was, because as soon as I thought a cult and they showed me a book that's at the Church of whatever, I was like, yes, cult. Anyway, this is the most I've talked about Deep in the entire show. And it's just because I'm happy that he's joining a cult. They're gonna manipulate him and remove everything about him as a person. That's gonna be great. Anyway, something else we can talk about. Homelander drinking titty milk. Okay, so we got to see a little bit of Homelander's powers here, a little bit more. He can actually warm things with his eye lasers, so he can actually control the intensity of the eye lasers. That also means that he could like. Okay, so last episode when he kills Stillwell. I mean, this is just like a thing that doesn't matter too much. But last episode when he kills Stillwell, I'm like, I've seen this motherfucker cut through a plane in like one clean swoop. So there's no reason for Madeline Stillwell to have like, for the beam to have gone through her for like 8 seconds. I counted. It was like 7.5 seconds. There's no reason for those beams to have lasted that long. But because we know now that he can control the intensity of the I-beam, he probably lowered the I-beam so it would make her die even more slowly than she was already dying. So she probably felt her eyes melt and like the rest of her face melt, and then her brain died. You wouldn't feel your brain melt because brains have no nerves, and also by that point maybe you don't feel anything anymore. But she did feel her face and eyeballs melt. And then she died. So that's why it lasted like 7 seconds. Because he actually made sure that the eyes wouldn't be full strength. Because it would be too much of a quick death. Oh my god, this dude. But then he went and drank her titty milk. Because he has mommy issues. Yo, that was such a gross scene. And the only reason why it was so gross is because of the implication that it's titty milk, like, you know. And also because he started, like, licking it. He started, like, licking it. Like, you see tongue out and he's like... And then he starts, like, going in. Just going in on it. And I'm like, someone else gonna walk in? And Ashley walked in. Ashley has been reintroduced into the show. I kind of like that because I did like Ashley last season. Whoever this actress is, X-Ray. Kovi Minifie, I have no idea how to pronounce that last name, I'm sorry. But I like her. I like that actress. She's doing a great job. This character of Ashley, I'm glad she's back. So, the thing is that Ashley mentions, I thought about someone to join in as a new member of the Seven. And Homelander is like, oh, really, so soon? And it's like, yes, he's already in like in the gym. Do you want to go see him? And he's like, oh, let's go meet him. And then we get to see whatever his fucking name was. Blind Spot? Let me see him. Blind Spot. Chris Mark. Sure. So we get to see Blind Spot, a blind superhero. I kind of like that. I kind of like that concept a lot. A blind superhero. It reminds me of fucking Kenshi from Mortal Kombat. Kenshi Mortal Kombat is like one of those characters that they like made in an era where no character was good, but Kenshi was good. He was good. He's a blind psychic swordsman. So he's blind and he has a katana and he controls the katana with his mind. And that's how he fights. And I thought that was super dope. And we get to see Blind Spot here. And he's kind of cool. Like, what little we saw him was cool. Because he was, like, fighting, throwing poles around, hitting things. And he's completely blind. And I'm like, oh, it's a blind master. Oh, this is fantastic. I love this. And yeah, and he's throwing shit. And it lands, like, perfectly on the person. The thing is that the only reason why Ashley chose Blind Spot is because she's like... yes, like it would give you more PR cookies to have a disabled superhero because people go like, oh, he's disabled, you know, like the cute factor of like, and also the factor of like, oh, he overcomes his issues and managed to get there. Oh, that's so good. And it's also like, oh yeah, Bot is such an inclusive company, whatever the fuck. So that's the only reason why she picked them. And which is fucked up, but then Homelander walks in and he's even more fucked up, and he's like, oh, hold on. It's fucked up because he's like, you are here, not because of what you do, but because of what you have overcome. And it's like, oh, but before we do anything, let's try something out. Hold on, let me see. And then he walked in front of him and goes, BAM! Just fucking slams it in the fucking eardrums, in the fucking ears. He goes, you don't need super eyes when you need super ears. And then Homelander goes, yeah? Just fucking slam him in the ears. And then there's a fucking river of blood that comes out of his fucking head. Yeah. Is it coming out of his ears? It should be. Yeah, it should be. Okay, let's read the X-ray. The X-ray is good. I like knowing information. Oh, fucking Annie, Starlight's actress. What's her name? Let me go back. Let me check. No, what's her name? Fucking Erin Moriarty. She's actually a really good singer. Like, she was singing, and I was like, is that actually her? I was like, it can't be her. That's too clean. That's too good. And then I read the X-ray as it's happening because I was curious, and I was like, oh, the X-ray would know. It is really Erin Moriarty singing. It really is. So when I saw that, I was like, holy shit, how are some people so talented? Like, she's such a great actress. She's an actress. And now she's also a really good singer. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Some of us need something good too. That is the proof that there's no God. The fact that some people really win the lottery and some of us do not. Anyway. Well, I'm assuming a lot of things about her life. Maybe I shouldn't. But okay. Let me read the X-ray. Superhero Blind Spot is a creation of the show and does not appear in the comics. As his name implies, he's a blind superhero, but his extraordinary sonar, hearing, agility, and martial skills make him a formidable foe. Not anymore. Not anymore. The last time we saw bot publicist Ashley was in episode 106, when Melisandre will fire her for Starlight's surprise speech, I believe. Now she's back and giving Stillwell's office a makeover. Yeah, I remember that. In season 1, Homelander had a certain Oedipal fetish for Madeline Stillwell's breast milk. Here he uses laser tooth claw and enjoyed the last bottle she ever pumped. Yep. And he didn't... I don't know if he drank it all. I think he was in the process of, and then he like dropped it when fucking Ashley walked in. Yeah, anyway, so Homelander fucking... I'm pretty sure fucking Blind Spot is just fucked. I'm pretty sure Homelander just ruined Blind Spot's life. Not even his career, his life. Because Homeboy is blind, and now I think he's deaf. Because, like, listen, man. If the show didn't want me to believe that he was deaf now because of what Homelander did, they wouldn't have put in that much blood. Look at how much blood that is, motherfucker. That's a lot. That's a lot of blood. It's fucking squirting out. It's so much. And I know that the show does not give a fuck about gore. But, like, look, dude. That's a lot. Speaking of gore, we got to meet, what's his name? Gecko. So, Gecko does some kind of weird S&M thing. So, his superpower is similar to fucking Kimiko. Because, okay, so Kimiko does have like a strength enhancer and everything, but I think all superheroes do that. I think all supes have that. So I assume that Kimiko's superpower is regeneration. This guy also has regeneration, so it's weird that we have the same superpower twice, unless there is some minor difference that we're going to learn eventually. It could also be a thing of... what am I thinking of? Like, he's a lab rat, he said that, so maybe Kimiko is connected to this guy somehow. Like, you can replicate the same superpower under some circumstances. So maybe that's something that we'll learn. But it's really funny that now we're seeing like superhero S&M. Just like, yeah, man, you can hack my arm off. And this guy is getting off on that. It's like, yeah. And then fucking Gecko was like, for $1,000, I'll let you chop off my dick. And the guy's like, Western Years ADM. It's like, oh God, that's so fucking... God damn. Okay. Then we see that Frenchie's people that they were hanging out with because they were hiding, they smuggled a superhero terrorist. Okay. Then we get to see super villain, whatever, superhero terrorist, soup terrorist. Then the thing is that, okay, here's the thing about the entire episode is that Huey wants to do something. Huey wants to be proactive and decipher the mystery, find the bad guy, do the right thing. You know, this mental bot with the compound beat is stuff that Annie was trying to get and stuff. So Huey wants to be a hero, and he even says, like, maybe you're not that much of a badass, but maybe I can be like, I don't know, fucking Harry Potter or John Connor, or what's the name of the chick from Hunger Games? I don't know her name, actually. Katniss or something like that is what Frenchie said. He's like, yeah, that, whatever. So maybe I'm that person nobody expects anything of, but then because they think I'm fucking super lame, but maybe I can be awesome. And it's like, Huey, that's the lamest shit you've ever said. It was kind of cringe, bro, but sure. I understand the heart and the motivation, and I kind of respect it, but bro, don't say it like that. Now it's a little bit weird. But I also like Mother's Milk, because Mother's Milk is he's working he's like Terry Crews. He's working on like a little house doll, like a castle for his little girl, and he can see her. He can see his family, but he's still working on it in hopes that at some point he will. And thing is that Huey is doing all these reckless things because he wants to be proactive, which is actually kind of neat. I do like that for Huey, but Mother's Milk doesn't, and the only reason why he doesn't is not because he hates Huey or he hates what Huey's doing, is because he doesn't want to let his family down. He doesn't want to die on them, and he wants to be there for his daughter. And I do like that, because Mother Milk getting angry with Huey, I was like, come on, man. But then when you hear him say that, I'm like, all right, fine. I understand that. I feel bad for him too, because this situation is just fucked. Like, okay, so we're still going with the dysfunctional group thing. It's going to continue to be dysfunctional, probably. So that's what's happening. Anyway, so Huey brings up the idea of going to meet up with Rainer. Because, you know, maybe we can give her the information and maybe she can make a deal where you can see your family or something. So they meet up with Rainer. Rainer tells Mother's Milk about his daughter. It's like, yeah, your daughter joined the soccer team. And Mother's Milk is like happy. Like, you can see that he starts smiling. It's like, soccer, huh? And it's like, oh, that's such a dad thing. I love Mother's Milk. So then they start describing the description of the kid, or the whoever the person was that snuck into the boat. And Rainer is like, I'm looking at the background of the scenes because there was something in the background of like 2 scenes ago. Yeah, when Kimiko fucking kneecap A-Train. You could see in the background that she's like sneaking in. Like I saw that eventually, and people told me to. So I'm trying to see in the scene with Rainer if you see anything in the background, but I don't know if you can. Not in the ones that I'm checking, at least. Anyway, so they tell that information to Rainer about the description of the person, and Rainer is like, oh, I think I've been trying to puzzle this together, and there's a missing piece, and it's driving me nuts, and I think you just handed it to me. And then they ask, what's the whole picture? And then she goes, the whole picture is bought. It's a fucking coup from the inside. And then they go, what are you talking about? And then her fucking nose starts dripping blood. And the best part about this is, okay, so her nose started dripping blood. Let's count. 1 second. 2, 3, 4, 5. It took 5 seconds for her for the nose to start bleeding and then her face exploding. It took 5 seconds. It was so quick that, like, when her nose started bleeding, I was like, my thought process, I remember clearly in my mind, I was, oh, is there something wrong with her? Maybe something happened to her, like, in between seasons. Maybe there's something wrong with her. Maybe we'll see like a storyline with her about like her disease or something like that, or her stress or something like that. And by that point, 3 seconds happened. And then I was like, wait, maybe, maybe there's some, maybe her face is gonna explode. And then it happened. And I didn't get to say any of that because it happened so quick. And like, I reacted to it like super quickly too, because I was already imagining her head exploding, and then it did. And so like I already had registered what happened before it happened, because that's what I thought. Because it made me think of Soma. I don't know if any of you played Soma. It's a fantastic video game. I heavily recommend Soma. It's a very existential game. It's a very different tone from this. It's a very existential game about what it means to be human, you know? Do you need a body to be human? What is a body? What is a soul? What is a mind? What is anything? You know? It's a fantastic game. But in Soma, you get to see a lot of people's corpses that exploded. Like her heads exploded. And you get to hear in like many like comm logs by going through the game of people registering that they're starting having headaches, and then they were like, yeah, or nose, or they're bleeding, and then in some cases their eyes started like leaking blood too, and then they explode. So when that started happening, I thought of Soma, and I was like, oh, maybe her head is gonna explode. Then it did, and I was so happy. I was shook, but I was happy too. And the funny part is that after that, everyone's like, fuck, let's get the fuck out of here. And Huey is like, Huey is just like, oh my god, holy shit. And they just throw Huey into the van, just like, dude, we need to go. And Huey's like, our head's gonna explode. Oh my god. And it's like, I love that because, and then we get to see the scene where he's cleaning the chunks out of his fucking head. And it's funny because for most people, you wouldn't need to clean off the chunks of an exploded person off of you. But Huey had to go through that three times in the course of 9 episodes. Huey has had to clean off chunks of people off of him already 3 times in 9 episodes. So I fucking love that shit. Oh man, like, okay, so did anyone explode last episode? I suppose Madeline's body exploded, but she didn't die to the explosion. Because when I started watching Boys Season 1, it was funny because I actually did have a counter of how many episodes in a row we've seen people explode. And it was like 3. Because in the first episode, Robin exploded. In the second episode, fucking Translucent exploded. In the third episode, that guy that was eating ass exploded. And then I was like, okay, how many episodes in a row are we gonna go? But then I think it broke. I think the streak broke eventually. People died from other things, but people stopped exploding as frequently. But now we're back to 1. It's been 0 days since someone exploded in The Boys. Oh man, that's funny. Fucking rest in peace, Raina, because she's a character that has been around since forever. And I was like, oh, she's a character that matters. And they just killed her off like nothing. She showed up, and then it's like, oh, what's happening? Just dead. 5 seconds. There we go. Yo. That was so clean. Yo, let's talk about Mr. Edgar. I like Mr. Edgar. What is this actor? Giancarlo Esposito. I feel like I've seen her already someplace before, but I don't exactly know who he is. Stan Edgar's assistant. Samantha was named after the showrunner Eric Kripke's assistant, Samantha. Okay, that's cool. Anyway, so Stan Edgar. That's his first name, Stan. That's weird. But Edgar, Mr. Edgar here. He's cool because Homelander is essentially like threatening him and being like, why didn't you consult me? I am bot. I am everything here. He like Homelander just is, he's so power hungry. Like, not power hungry, he's like control hungry. And he's like, I am everything here, you know? But Mr. Edgar is not taking any shit from him. He's like, you seem to misunderstand what the situation is. You seem to misunderstand Bot's place in this world. We're not a superhero company. We are a pharmaceutical company. and our most luxurious assets is not you, is Compound B. The formula for Compound B, which you made public by giving it away to other countries, and it is all, and by also making it clear to like the U.S. government what Compound B is about and that it exists, and it will only be a matter of time before the public finds out. And then he's like, so while you're around there just doing whatever dumb bullshit you have to do, we are here running around trying to fix the mess that you made. So no, I will not be I will not be listening to your opinion on anything. I don't have to ask you anything. Just fuck you. It's like, it's so clean. It's so clean. This guy, it's so clean to have someone that is not, this guy is not afraid of Homelander. This guy does not give a fuck. I like this guy because it's so good to have a character that is able to put Homelander in place. And it's not that he necessarily put him in place. I don't know if anyone can put Homelander in place. It still will try it, and you say how that ended. Because she was striking to his weak point, which is his mommy fetish. So she was giving him mommy milkies, sex, and some sort of emotional reliability. And then she betrayed all that. He found out, and then he murdered the fuck out of her. Sure, Mr. Erga does not give a shit. He's like, I don't care. You suck. You're a man-child. He literally called him a man-child. That was so good because he is. He's a man baby. Is actually what he is. So it's fantastic to have someone that is just telling Homelander, go fuck yourself, dude. I don't give a fuck. And it's like the CEO of the company too. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Oh, that's wonderful. Then Homelander went to see his kid or whatever. Yes, sure. We'll move on from that. Oh, then at the end of the episode, okay, so Huey's talking to Annie. Annie seems to have got a Compound B, and she's like, okay, let's go to New York Times or to, I don't know, whatever media outlet we think of. And Huey is telling her not to do it. Because Huey is worried that she'll get burned. Huey is worried that she'll be hurt or something will happen to her because Bot is dangerous and he just saw Raynor explode. Also, there was a conversation with Mother's Milk where Mother's Milk is like, it seems that you're doing all of this for her. Like, well, not for her, but like for yourself almost. Just like trying to get back with her because you miss her or whatever. And Huey's like, no, we're doing this because it's the right thing. And it's like, are you sure about that? Are you sure you don't have like selfish reasons for doing this? And it's like, you know, I'm sure that to a degree Huey at least is a little bit selfish and he's starting to doubt himself. So then he's telling Starlight not to go through with anything, to just be careful, to watch out for herself because he's worried about her. But at the same time, Annie is like, you know, you can tell me stuff, right? You don't have to lie to me. I know when you're lying to me, so please just tell me what happened. And Huey doesn't tell her. And at that point, it's a matter of like, we're doing this shit again, motherfucker? Come on. Just tell her. I understand that he doesn't want to tell her anything. Because he feels like that's the best he could do for her. He's worried. But at the same time, Starlight is doing this thing because she wants to do it. Because she thinks it's a good thing to do. This is the right thing to do. Like, that's what we learned last season. So now we should rely on her. Now we should tell her things. But Huey doesn't want to because he feels like it would be better for her if he didn't. But then it's like, Annie can make her own decisions. Annie can make her own mind. And whatever she chooses to do will be her own, like, whatever the result of that will be her own choice, her own fate. But like, Huey is choosing for herself, which is in a way a little bit selfish, and maybe she shouldn't do that. And that's the problem. And that's why Annie's like, okay, whatever. And then they just hang up, and that was the end of that. And then 5 seconds afterwards, a fucking body just rolls down, and something starts walking down, and I'm like, oh, who's it gonna be? It's gonna be a soup. Oh, is it gonna be Noir? Oh, it's gonna be Homelander. And then it's like, no, it's gonna be Butcher. He's gonna walk in like fucking Captain Jack in the first episode of the second season of Torchwood. He's gonna walk in and be like, you miss me? It's like, that's essentially what he did. And I don't know what the fuck clothes he was wearing. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what happened to Butcher. By the way, in the last season, I was like, he got unmade. So now he's acting like his usual self, and I think that that's a lie. I think that that's a mask that he's putting on. I have no idea what's going on with Butcher, so I'm curious to learn what happened with him after the final episode of the previous season. So that's happening. Yeah, he walk in, and it appears Frenchie called him. So that's interesting. Like, they could have called him at any point, but they never wanted to, which is a little bit weird. I feel like they would have called him sooner. But, sure, they didn't want to. Well, maybe they assumed that they would track them down if they tried to call Butcher. So maybe that's why they didn't call him. But, yeah, Frenchie eventually just called him, and he showed up, and here we are. So, yeah, Butcher's back into the picture. I'm glad for that. Butcher is such a character. I feel like we need him. So yeah, that's going on. This is great. This first episode was pretty good. I like that. And now the final scene that I was saving for last, and I just remember I needed to talk about it. It's the scene with fucking, what's her name? Stormfront. So here we go. So this is like an Instagram. This is an Instagram live stream. By the way, like the chat is not moving that fast. And here's the thing. I didn't use Instagram. I don't like Instagram. Instagram sucks. The only reason why I have one is to talk to a friend of mine who chats like exclusively through Instagram. She's like a childhood friend of mine, and I love her a lot. And that's like the only reason why I use it. I don't like it. And does Instagram chat just move that slowly? Does it suck so much that it just doesn't move at all? Or is it actually just like not a plot hole, but like something that doesn't make sense, like an inconsistency? The fact that the chat is moving so slow, so fucking slow on the show, when there's like legitimately 2 million people watching. Like, fuck you. That's a lot of people. 2 million is a lot of people. But this is her I'm a new member of the 7 live stream, so it would make sense. So Mr. Edgar appointed this girl, Stormfront, as the new member of the 7. I like her. I don't know if I like her later. Hopefully I will. I like her. I like her style. She looks good. I like the hair. I love her. I do like her outfit, and I love her personality because she literally walks in and she's like, yeah, hello, we're recording this shit. By the way, you need that Solar Man? You probably recognize him as the second, as hotel customer number 2 in this other short or whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, by the way, this is all a set. Like, she's just completely just running delusion of like, oh yeah, this is real. We're working here with the troops, and these are all wonderful people. And she's like, oh yeah, this shit's all fake, bro. Oh, look at this shit. That's Homelander over there. Hi, everybody. It's like, oh my god. She's like a dumb kid. And she's kind of tearing the whole team apart a little bit. Like, Homelander hates it. Maeve hates, everybody hates it. Because she's so... There was something that she said that I really liked. And I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was. She said something that I was just like, oh, she's cool. I do like that Ashley's so concerned. Because like Homelander is looking at Ashley like, do you pull some shit off even though I told you I did not do that? And then Ashley said, I don't know anything about this, I'm sorry. And she's so worried. She's worried for her fucking life. And then Homelander's like, wow, Stormfront. Who delivered the good news? Who put you here? Mr. Edgar. The big guy? And then Homelander is like, oh, yeah, wonderful. Anyway, back to work. Oh, the thing that she said that I really loved is that she walked up to him and she was like, wow, your eyes are really blue. Like, it's like, oh, those are real? It's like, holy fuck, that's really... She's like... I almost want to say she's like an anime character. Almost. She's a little bit of an anime character. She literally walks in and she's like, wow, your eyes are really blue. where were you born with those? I thought those were fake. Oh man, I thought those were fake, guys. It's like she's in her own world, and that's something I really love. So she has a lot of potential for me. I really like this character already, Stormfront. She has potential to be really good or to be really bad. It could go one way or the other. Let's hope it goes well. Let's hope that I end up liking her a lot, because I already do kind of like a character that is just like just speaking her mind freely, just like she doesn't care, because she's like clueless. She's just like a free spirit. She just walks in and she's like, yeah, man, I don't care. Minding my own business. I'm streaming my shit on Instagram. I don't give a fuck. And it's like, that's wonderful, because it's not that she like by the way, all the comments, all the people on Instagram are just like, they all have superhero themed usernames, and it's like, wow, there's no originality here. Also, like, everyone has numbers instead of vowels, and it's almost like somebody wrote "homie shook." You see on that face, "homie shook" though. And then someone said that smile though. Well, Mr. Edgar, for real? Oh, that big games girl. Cool. Stan fucking Edgar. Yeah, Stan Edgar. Stan. Oh, Stan is his name. I forgot about that. I thought they were using Stan in the way that fandom culture uses Stan. We Stan. We Stan Jungkook or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know K-pop. Anyway, so Stormfront has a lot of potential. She has a lot of potential. I hope she's good. Anyway, so I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it for this episode. How much did I talk about? I talked about it for enough, I think. Okay, so that's it for this episode. I am excited for the Deep cult storyline. That's what I'm excited for. That's what I'm mainly excited for. I want to see Deep in a cult, and I want it to spiral downhill. I just wanted him to, because he already hit rock bottom, and now he'll hit deeper rock bottom. He's going deep. He's going all the way in. I love that. All right, so that's it for this episode of The Boys. It was fun. Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this, and if you would like to watch next episode of The Boys, you can do so over at Patreon. We have early access there, as well as full-length reactions if you are into that. Check the link in the description for that, social media, everything else, and I'll see you guys next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.